We often call him Uncle. Uncle Sam. But this is a different Uncle Sam of American nation. This is Uncle Sam who care about the community. Right? This is Uncle Sam who defeats the gentrification. Right? Uncle Sam, are you ready?
Yes, yes.
This is a louder mic.
Hello? Hello, everybody. You're here? I own a restaurant called Little Saigon in Chinatown, and I live in Chinatown over 40 years. I'm here to protect my community. Why? Because China's my home. I'm a refugee from Vietnam. Entered country in 1980. They call back then they call art of both people. So, message for the mayor. Your town meeting is no good. No community voice at all. Most people they invite to the meeting, the handpicked people, is not even 80% not live in Chinatown. They don't know what China looks like. They don't know. I know it. Okay? Alright, Mayor, your people handpicked and not live in Chinatown. They not community work, okay? The work we got, I'm here, I'm the one that live and work and do business in Chinatown over 40 years. Okay? Can you imagine it? When the arena been built, if the arena built, the parking rate will high, very high rate. Anybody, will pay for $50, $60 for parking and go to my restaurant and spend $20 for my noodle soup? The math doesn't work out. That means you will push my neighborhood out of Chinatown. That's what you're doing now, Mayor. Okay? Make your decision. We consider your decision. Avoid, never die. Never silent. Okay? We will fight for the end. Okay? We never let it go easy. Please, we consider you part. Thank you.
People over profit! 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 disappointed by Mayor Parker's endorsement, but we are not surprised that she has chosen to follow along in this city's long-established pattern of cronyism.
Yeah.
But we are emboldened knowing that that has not stopped this movement before, and it will not stop us now. Everyday Philadelphians know this project is not for us and will in fact harm us. So we're not going away, Mayor Parker. That's right. Despite not meeting with Chinatown, despite not meeting with the neighborhood, despite not meeting with our neighborhood, Mayor Parker, the decisions that you make regarding this project will affect us. So you can be bought and sold by moneyed interests and go down in history as just another crooked Philly politician, or you can call this project out for what it really is, a land grab by self-interested billionaires. If you believe this arena will improve life in Market East, you are being sold a bundle of lies. The evidence on arena's supposed stimulation of economies is incredibly clear. What these billionaires are promising will not come to pass. Their playground will disrupt the little routine foot traffic that does exist in our neighborhood, which will be empty now if it's not swarming with visitors. The union jobs that this project touts can happen if the project exists anywhere else. Our community.
It's okay if the message is being repeated.
We know better, Mayor Parker. We know this endorsement is your response to a game of hot potato, where no one wants to take the blame for puncturing the billionaire's balloons. But we are watching you, we are listening to you, and most importantly, we are louder than you, we are louder than them, and we will not let them win. Thank you. Thank you,
Hey, Wayne.
Hands off Chinatown! 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 When our communities are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When Chinatown is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When our culture is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! Hands off Chinatown! 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 Hands off Chinatown!
Thank you. Next, we're going to have the ally from the No Arena neighborhood about to deliver awards. It's so awesome to get it together.
Hi, everybody. We have something we want to say to Mayor Parker. Mayor Parker, I saw you speak in March at the 10th anniversary of the John C. Anderson Affordable Housing Apartments for LGBT seniors. You said you were not a Johnny-come-lately ally to the queer community. As a good ally, you should know the importance of the queer spaces we have left in the neighborhood. From the Anderson Affordable Housing to our queer-owned and queer-oriented small businesses like Level Up and Cockatoo and Giovanni's Room. That's the oldest gay bookstore in the country, by the way, the whole country. To queer-focused resources like William Way and healthcare providers like the Mazzoni Center. When you spoke at that event, you reminded young people to remember their history and all the work that has brought us here. Like the work of John James, who lives at Anderson, who you brought up to the front of the room and celebrated personally. Mayor Parker, if you're not a Johnny-come-lately ally, then you should know the history too. Predatory development comes for queer communities of color first. Whether that's Midwood developers from New York destroying the mural of Gloria Casares and the 12th Street Gym, or whether that's the convention center destroying a whole neighborhood of black-owned gay businesses on Filbert and Arch. 76th Place is the next chapter in the same story. The neighborhood has suffered tremendous loss of queer spaces, but the queer community persists. Queer people from all over Philly, the surrounding area, and the entire Mid-Atlantic region rely on the neighborhood. We go to the neighborhood for health care. We are employed at queer businesses. We make a living performing at queer restaurants and bars. We find community and vital services in the neighborhood. Are you a Johnny-come-lately ally to all of these people? In your own words, Mayor Parker, you know what it means to walk the walk, not just talk the talk of allyship. So we have had every expectation of you to protect queer spaces in our 100-year-old neighborhood over billionaire profits. Your constituents trusted that you would stay unbought and unbossed by big money, just as you promised in your election campaign. That you would come to each of the communities to talk to us, as you promised last week. You said we wouldn't hear about it online before hearing from you, but we just did. Mayor Parker, don't let the last of the neighborhood be turned into a corporate district. Protect the queer artists who make a living working in neighborhood businesses, the owners of those businesses, the queer spaces we have left. What will be lost to 76th Place cannot be replaced. From the neighborhood to Chinatown, that is the heart of our city. It has no price. There is no return on investment.
Thank you. I want to bring up an elder from our community. He stood with Chinatown time and time again.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I think you're in your 90s, right? And still kicking. Long-time civil rights activist and preacher, Dr. Cherelle Parker. You preach the good word.
They've got cameras.
Thanks, Debbie. I didn't know you were going to be down here. I was inside trying to take care of some business. I heard the drumming, right? And I asked them, could I go to the window and take a look at it? They let me go once, right? The thing that Debbie was saying, 20 years ago, I connected with the Asian Americans United to try to stop a baseball stadium in Chinatown. We were very successful with that. A lot of tactical strategies we laid out for a whole year or more, and we stopped it. Debbie called me 20 years later to talk about the 76ers. So I said to her, Debbie, no, I'll do it as best I can. But I said, I think we're fighting a very different animal. It's a very different animal. Historically, they're the 3 Ps. People, property, and profit. Historically, there's always been the 3 Ps. People, profit, and profit. So that's what we're up against. Chinatown is not new. People need to understand that other neighborhoods have been erased and there's no history left behind. So consequently, we don't know of it. We've tried over the past several years, 20, 30, 40 years, to really educate people. I lived in an area of West Philadelphia called the Black Bottom. The Black Bottom ran from 33rd Street to 40th Street, east and west, from Lancaster Avenue to Convention Avenue, north and south. The University of Pennsylvania came into that community about 50 years after the Black Bottom had been in that community. And the University of Pennsylvania, where I teach, had systematically started to dismantle that community between 1950 and 1970. And what it did, it used its own power largesse
and the idea of being a nonprofit, and the fact that universities and colleges, etc., are exempt because they're nonprofit. They're also supposed to be sensitive and humane, all of which is a cover-up. That's just false generosity. And so Penn then began the prospect of figuring out how they could take the land. They first thought about going out towards St. Joe's. Then they thought about going out into Mantua. But a couple of white liberal politicians, Richardson Dilworth and Joe Clark, they convinced Penn to stay in the area. They then tapped Ed Bacon, international planner, father of Kevin Bacon, who became the city commissioner. And what he did was he plotted out the entire prospect of taking over the land. What they did, they then put together West Philadelphia Corporation. This was a front organization in order to be able to cover Penn's participation. Penn was complicit from beginning to end. They then put the land into land banks. Even after they took the land, they didn't use the land. The poor people, the people in the people, property, and profit never have a voice. You have to become the voice of the voiceless. You have to persist no matter what the resistance, you must persist. So then what they did was they went after a UDAG grant, Urban Development Grant. But the government said you can't take that land unless it's a land that's been depressed or that's been vacant or that somehow is impoverished. And I tell you, the land, I lived there. I was raised there. My 13 siblings were born there. So what they did was they created the poverty they needed in order to get the federal government's participation. They bought properties that they didn't use, kept them in land bank, didn't fix them up. They started a petition wall tearing down one side versus the other, and that then gave us an impoverished community. But from 34th Street all the way up to 40th Street, they had graystone properties from Market Street to Lancaster, and they had brownstone on the east side. After that, and I'll make this short, Drexel University used the same to go into Mantua. The University of the Sciences used the same to go into West Philadelphia, South, and Woodland Avenue. The University of the Arts used it to go into South Philadelphia. LaSalle used it to go into Oak Lane. All of these universities, Temple University wanted to take over 25% of North Philadelphia. All of these institutions have been complicit in the destruction of human and property life. And it's not just the property and that you lose. It's not just the housing. It's not just the money. It is familiarity. It's protection. It's security. It is being able to have neighbors. It is being able not to be worried about going across the street or keeping your doors unlocked at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Chinatown has been isolated and set a part of that history. Chinatown is a contiguous part of that history, always under threat, always under the Vine Expressway, Hahnemann Hospital, the Gallery, one thing after another. Don't let this be your death knell. Do not be depressed about the outcome. History has yet to be written in terms of how those who want to give the voice to the voiceless continue to sustain the struggle and do that until the day you die.